Okay, looks like we are live. Well, welcome everybody to Mappy Hour. This is our happy hour for those of us who love maps, also known as geocachers. So welcome, we made it to another Friday. Cheers. Yeah, got a bunch more people in the waiting room. Let me bring them all in. There we go. Hopefully they can all get in. Awesome. All right, well, I am Lisa. Look at Lisa, one of your hosts tonight. This is our other host.
JD, Kid Vegas 19.
Yeah, so welcome. Those of you that are in with us in the Zoom room, go ahead and put your where you're from in the chat. And if you're watching us on YouTube, hello, all of our YouTube friends. Also do that in the chat on YouTube. And Kid Vegas 19 is monitoring that and will share your information from YouTube over here. Oops, it looks like you're got your camera on. Oh, there he is. Awesome. So let me see here. We've got folks from Colorado joining us, um, Oregon, Ojai, California, Jacksonville, Florida, Southgate, Michigan, and yeah, Mountain Goat 50, just the other side of our area, metro area, I guess, here, Metro Spokane. Awesome, cool. Well, we're in Spokane Valley, Washington, and our usual home office for recording here and meeting up with all you guys for Happy Hour. So our topic tonight is about trackables and kind of etiquette for taking them to events potentially and trading, finding them, what's working for you all. Are you even, doing trackables, that sort of thing? So that would be kind of a fun topic since we're headed off to Geo Woodstock here soon. And I probably have some trackables I need to prepare and want to be sure that I do them right to get them there. So that's our topic tonight. But before we get there, we do have notes from the field. So love to know what everybody has been up to geocaching wise in the last couple of weeks, or maybe what you have coming up as well. And everyone gets 2 minutes to share on our notes from the field so everyone gets a chance to share. But before we even get there, I do have some ground rules just to keep everything running smoothly here. Of course, keep yourself on mute. And if you'd like to join in the conversation, just raise your hand in the Zoom room. I see we already have a couple of hands up. And again, if you're on YouTube, Kid Vegas 19 will be monitoring that. So go ahead and type in your comments there.
Just like Great Adventures from Oak Grove, Missouri.
Yeah, excellent. Hey, welcome. Cool. So, what? Oh, got more folks in the waiting room coming in. Guess we got a little jump on the start today. And so yeah, keep everything family friendly. Might be some kids in the rooms with us. We are live streaming to YouTube, and so this will, be forever available on our YouTube channel at Cash Advance. And if you'd like to join in the conversation out of order, somebody said something and maybe you've got an answer for them or a comment, just wave at the camera and hopefully we'll see you and call on you and bring you into the conversation. And same with YouTube as well. I'm pointing over here because that's where the other computer is. I can see a little bit of the YouTube going on there. Awesome. We got more folks joining us from Philadelphia and New York. Hey, Julian, I need to get back to you. See, I've got a couple messages from you, so I will respond to those after we're done here. So I think we can go ahead and roll into. What are you doing?
Oh,
It's
sorry.
there we go. You work your computer, I'll work mine, okay? All right. So I guess we can go ahead and roll into notes from the field. So I believe, is it Robert first and then Melissa?
Yes, I believe so. I started off last time I was on here was telling you that I was going to host a CTO. I successfully hosted a CTO in my neighborhood park. We collected 20 35-gallon trash bags full of trash from the park and the wetlands area, cleaning it all up and everything and making it look all nice and pretty. And then afterward, we did some geocaching. and got about 10 finds. So that was pretty fun. I also got 2 Adventure Labs found. So that really shot up my numbers for April. I got about 70 finds total for April. Rolling into May, last week, I hosted a geocaching event at my local meet and greet hub at our Safeway store, which has a meeting area big enough for geocachers to meet in. I had a good turnout with about 25 geocachers showing up, including a geocacher from Germany and a geocaching German reviewer showing up to my events. So that was really fun to have them show up. And then we did some caching afterward. So that was an absolute thrill having them show up and being able to talk about German geocaches and German reviewing of caches was an absolute blast.
Oh, I bet. Well, that's
And
awesome. You've been
then
busy.
and then finally, the last thing is I got my 22nd Earth cache published.
Holy cow.
Good job. So what's the topic of that one?
It's again on a type of Genesis. So you have like Morton Genesis and Bovite Genesis. So it's just following those themes of making landscaping boulders educational.
Why not? I love it. Well, that's great. Thanks for the update. I think we've got Melissa and then Tom Fuller.
Yes. So my daughter and I left Pittsburgh at 9 this morning to go on her birthday trip to Philadelphia, and she graciously agreed to some caching for me on the way. And we finally got to the hotel at 8:30 tonight, and we only did 2 caches, but one involved a 2-hour hike.
Ooh.
We were not anticipating a 2-hour hike. We were anticipating a 1-hour hike.
Oh no.
It was just that far away, but it was a nice cache. It's Mason-Dixon line where Maryland, Delaware, and Pennsylvania all meet.
Oh, cool.
And there's a barn on a street really close to where the cache is, but it's private property. And literally that would have been a 3/10 of a mile walk. But you can't do that because it's private property. No, you have to go the big long way around. So, but we did. We successfully got both caches that we were going for today and took the circuitous route to get to Philadelphia. So,
Well, that's how cachers do it, right?
Yeah.
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 And it's a nice way to break up a road trip too. Stretch your legs a little bit, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, great. Well, thanks for the update. Have fun on your trip. Tom Fuller, you're next.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I on May 1st, I went out and hit a cache. 8:30 in the morning. It was published at noon and was found by 8:30 that night.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, Geo 26 shiny turtle. It yeah, I did a little maker work there. I used a shiny baby moose hubcap and put the cache up inside of that. And yep, and then I put a little wooden turtle head on it.
How cute.
It looked like a turtle. So, yeah.
Yeah, with the hubcap, I can see how that would work. That's cute.
Yeah, I always try to hide a cache sometime in the first 4 days of May, just for Loose Switch Day. I've done it for many years now. So I continued the tradition. And today I went and repaired one of my caches along 97 that a little piece of the lid was missing. So I duct taped it up and I hope it'll last another year.
Well, I love that
That's all.
tradition. Okay, thanks. Yeah.
That's what I've done the last week.
I love that tradition of hiding something,
Mhm.
around, the anniversary of of when geocaching started. It was May 2nd, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah. And yeah, there's some hiding themes. I think it's hidden in plain sight is what's current, I remember correctly. So yeah, we all need more caches to find, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So you and I have done a little
a
bit.
little bit of cash, mostly events,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, been fairly busy otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
We got started prepping for the trip to Woodstock.
Yeah.
Gonna look at more caches tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Dick has been a wealth of information. He had posted a note on Geo Woodstock about two caches that are nearby that are, um, worth going to.
Mm-hmm.
And, I wouldn't have known it if he hadn't have done that. And then in a private message,
Mm-hmm.
uh, he gave us another easy to find old one. So
Yeah.
then, Encyclopedia Dick, I guess, to
Yeah.
call him
For
in.
sure. Yeah. So yeah, we've got a fun trip planned for Woodstock. We are flying out on Wednesday.
There we go.
Hmm?
I think Scott had his hand up, but it was caught up in his background.
Yeah, no, I think it just came up.
Oh,
Yeah. But we'll get to you next, Scott. I was just gonna say that, yeah, we've got our trip planned for Woodstock. So we're flying out Wednesday. We'll get in fairly late Wednesday night. And looking forward to the salt mine and all the other events. We're volunteering at registration table, I think from 10 to noon on Saturday. So if you're there, come by. That's the place that you'll be able to find us. So I'm not having a booth this time. I'm just coming in as to have fun and to geocache.
and working a salt mine.
Yeah, we're gonna probably work on a salt mine, I guess, on Thursday. And then we're headed over to Kansas City and we're going to watch the Mariners hopefully beat the Royals on Sunday. So it's a bit of a drive, but we thought, hey, why not? One more ballpark to add to our list of ones that we've been to. Then we fly home on Monday. So we're going to have some extra time Sunday afternoon and quite a bit of Monday to explore around Kansas City. So which we've done already when we were there for CoinFest. So you can get some good barbecue and I'll have something else with my tomato allergy. So that's pretty much what we've been up to. Yeah, I do need to do some more maintenance. One of my caches seems to have gone missing. So get out there and see what's going on. It's a bonus to the Adventure Lab to your art. So Scott, what have you been up to?
Well, have fun in Geo Woodstock. That'll be a blast. And have fun in Geo Woodstock is just an attendee. That's going to be quite unusual for you.
Very.
So good job. So have some family members out from Portage, Michigan. So we went and took a trip up to Sequoia National Park and then Yosemite National Park, and then we drove down the Big Sur Highway. So that was a lot of fun. Didn't do a lot of geocaching, but did pick up 4 Earth caches and a couple of virtuals. If you're familiar with the Earth Cache Bingo, my Earth Cache Bingo card is getting pretty well filled up. I've got 3 squares to go, so that's exciting. And so that's what I've been up to. And then, yeah, they were all watching my granddaughter. She goes to a high school and participates in dance. They were all watching her live performance, and it ended and now they're gone, and I can come join you guys.
No, good. Well, it's always fun to have family visit. Well,
It is.
generally is. Yeah. Good. Right. Was there anything on YouTube? I saw
Just
a
a
couple
second.
of comments, I thought, but
Yeah, that was.
Mhm.
I posted Tom's new hide.
Oh.
He gave the link there.
Oh, great.
And then Great Adventures is saying we hit our first Adventure Lab and our first letterbox.
Hmm.
Also, progressive story cache that we're looking forward to reading in the future.
Interesting. Scott, I think I cut you off. Did you have more? Scott, did you have more to add?
Mm.
No?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay. I do have another hand that has come up. JNLA.
Hello. Oh,
Hey.
this room is very echoey and moving.
Okay.
I'm at my new house, so we're painting. What I've been working on besides this is I did that event that I told you guys about, the It's Not Trash, It's a Geocache. And it turned out like really fun. I brought a whole bunch of trash and put it all in the front, and then they had to pick up some trash that had a number on it and then go through the trash and find their item. Anyway, so then they're coming up with all these great ideas with their trash, and I actually got rid of about a half of it. Requesting the trash. I was like, okay, that's great. So let's see. I no longer have a sign, a three roof birdhouse. I no longer have a weird fruit and frisbee. What else did I lose? There was a UP hat, and yeah, it was pretty much. They were requesting the trash. Like, have fun. So hopefully, I'll have some new trashy hides out there. And then afterward, I went with the FTFers to find a accompanying. It's not trash. It's a geocache wash tub cache that I found. It was this metal wash tub that I found along a stream, and so it just kind of went along with the whole theme. So it turned out really good. It was fun.
That's awesome. That's a fun way to get rid of, empty out your junk shelves.
So there was a lot, like a
Yeah.
bike tire, and I mean, it was just like, can I have this? Yeah, go for it. So yeah.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that went well. That's a really fun idea. Scott, you wanted to share something. I think I set it up right.
You did set it up right. And yeah, another thing that participated in, and this isn't really my thing, but it's something that I participate in, and this is Cache Across Southern California. It's third year. Blues Note puts this together, helps people, tries to get people to come out and set letterbox caches. And so they'll have a stamp in it. Then he puts out a passport. And this is kind of like an unofficial geo tour where people are encouraged to go find all of these or as many as they can. And if you find 20, there's 51 of them around Southern California. They published on Saturday at 8 o'clock. And if you fill in your passport, 25 caches, at least one in all 10 counties in Southern California. Then when at Signals Island, you're going to be able to get a coin. For finding 10 of them, at least one in 6 different counties, you're going to get something else. But this is all of them that are out there, and the ones that are flags are the ones that I'm trying to set up and go get so that I can get gold. Somebody did it in 2 days. That inspired me to try and do it in 2 days. So in a couple Thursdays, my group of friends and I are going to go out and try and get 30 of them. So that's it.
Wow. That's cool.
That's cool.
I wish we lived closer. It'd be more fun.
Right. Well, you've just come out to Signals Island a week early and run around and do them. There you go.
Yeah, that would do it.
That would do it. Okay, how do I? Oh, there it is over there on that screen. Okay,
And
that's it.
Okay.
So Scott, I posted in the chat what I think is where you got your Earth Cache bingo card at. If you want to verify that for the crowd, and it looked the same.
I think so.
So we're gonna have
Yep,
to create
that is correct. That is the video where he puts out the Earth Cache, and and he's trying to get people to go find Earth Caches, and by filling out the bingo card, you'll be able to enter a little drawing that he'll have at the end of the year. So basically, Earth Caches between January 1st and December 31st. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, cool. I'll take a closer look at that.
Yep.
Yeah. Were you gonna say something?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, it'd be nice to get down there early and get some of those, what'd you call them, cash across Southern California?
Yeah, cash across Southern California. So
Right.
caches.
Okay.
And you're filling out your cash report.
Okay. I love it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Well, yeah, I guess we can move on to our topic, which is about trackables. And I left it kind of broad, but I was, specifically thinking in my mind about taking trackables to events, especially like mega events coming up. They often have a lot of rules around how to do that properly, to help the caches or the trackables get picked up by the people that want to pick them up or should pick them up and get them in the right direction. So go ahead, Robert. I see you've got your hand up. So would you like to kick us off?
Sure, I've had experience with trackables and events. I have usually what I'll do is I'll take 152 trackables with me down to an event that have been in our state for so long and they've just acquired so much that it's just time for them to move on. So then I take them down there and I swap them out for some fresh trackables, about 152 more, and bring them back and then disperse them throughout the state. So then they can travel around Colorado geocachers and explore the state that we live in. Um, Trackables are fun for me. I've enjoyed collecting the Geocoins are my big favorites. Going to megas and being able to collect the Geocoins, especially signing up for the VIP packages and getting exclusive coins and limited edition coins to add to my collection are my favorites. And then just releasing trackables as well. I've released several trackables at events. They've gone to Munich, Germany, one's in Norway. I had one that went to the Bastille at France, which is where the revolution occurred. So that was really cool historical insight where that went. The only thing that makes it hard with trackables is that when you log them to visit a cache or drop them, you have to do each one individually because they took away the visit all feature. So it makes it all a little harder to do everything that you need to do for the trackables, but they're still fun. And I enjoy seeing each one where it's come from, where it's headed to, and what its goals are. Usually, if it's a goal, I have some cachers around that I know go places, and I'll usually hand them off to them if it's going to other places, other countries that they need to visit in order to help them accomplish their goals.
That's awesome.
That sounds like you have a level of organization about that topic that I certainly don't have. So
Yeah.
so yeah, attention to detail, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially looking for ones that have been stuck for a while. Because yeah, they sometimes just kind of circle, one little city or community. And yeah, it's good to get them, you know, moving along.
Yeah, our my next mega will be Cash Fest, and then followed by that, if you guys are ever able to make it down in Castle Rock, Colorado, we have Rocky Mountain Rendezvous in August.
That's
So
right.
we'd love to see you guys there.
Yeah, it's almost drivable. It's a long drive. Yeah. Well, I need to pull up a little bit of research. I wanted to find a trackable that I wanted to share with you guys. But Scott, did you have your hand up?
I do, but I can wait till you find your.
No, that's okay. Go ahead and yeah, talk while I do my research here. Gotta find
Okay,
it.
sounds good. Um, I find that mega events are where trackables go to disappear. So what I do is I don't put them on the table. I will make up a sheet that has the trackables that I'm taking. It'll have the trackable name. It'll have what they're trying to accomplish. And then as I walk around and chit chat with people, if I find someone who can help that trackable, I'll ask them, do you do trackables? And if they say yes, I'll give them the trackable and I'll write down their name. And then about a week or two, if they haven't claimed that trackable, I'll remind them that they should claim that trackable. And that's the way that I try to keep the trackables that I bring moving. So that's my helpful hint for you in the group.
So about how many trackables do you average in your possession?
7 to 10. Not
Okay.
certainly not what Robert does. And Robert probably can't do what I do with 150 out there. But anyways, that's my helpful hint.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good idea because I definitely have seen trackables, that were supposed to just be for discover only, that were put out, sometimes walk away. Um, Back when I had my retail space and we were able to host a lot of events, we would set up a table and we had already pre-printed discover only and move me please. And we would have to assign sometimes we need to assign somebody to stand there while they're out. If we have a lot of, folks that we're unfamiliar with at the events. I know at the bigger events, they often have, areas where you have to tag and bag your trackables and then different bins that you put them in
Mhm.
depending on what their next
Mission,
goal is
yeah.
or their mission. Yeah. And I have people there.
And I can't remember their names. So they were Michigan. They were geocachers from Michigan, and they frequently at Geo Woodstock they would be in charge of the trackable table, and had a lot of rules. And still, if you go into old Geo Woodstocks, you'll see hundreds of trackables still at the event. So
Still sitting on the archived event. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's Max B on the river.
yeah, Max B on the river. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say too. Max
Okay.
B, he did his little tour and everything.
Yeah,
Hmm. And I imagine that's evolved, uh, the rules of the big event trackable table has evolved over time. You know, uh, it seems to me anyway, the events I've gone to, it started out pretty much uh, an attended table, but it was a mismatch of you knew these ones were discover and these ones were to go, but that was about it. They weren't divided by um, mission or anything of that nature. And then the rules came in. Okay, well, if you drop any off, you have to take just as many as you're dropping off. And so the rules are now gearing towards a net zero for the event holders. We will have zero trackables at the end of our event is the goal,
Oh, yeah.
and we'll see if that works.
Yeah, luckily with the store at the cave, we had a large geocache. So anything that was left over, we would just put in there if it was appropriate. So Robert just noticed, and I was going to show it a little later, that I am trackable as well. So y'all can discover that. These are the member shirts that we sent out to all of our Cache Crate members at the beginning of the year. And we made them all trackable. So each one has their own unique code on them. I'm seeing these probably at Woodstock, so that'll be fun. And let's see. One I just pulled up, the other one was this one. So funny story about, oops, hang on.
He messaged the waiting room.
Yeah.
Oh boy, who gets to
Wait,
talking about using the computer now?
funny. Yeah, was that everyone? Yeah. So we have a friend that recently retired about 2 years ago now. And she loves to come in and hang out with me when I'm working and help, put boxes together and ship crates occasionally and such. And she is, knows about geocaching. She's been with us a few times, and so she wanted to learn all about trackables. And we had just gotten our new axolotl cachekins in. And so I was showing her how that works, and she wanted to take one. So we activated it, and I probably should have put it on her account, but I own it. Maybe I'll adopt it over to her. They're on a world cruise, and this axolotl has Racked it up. She's finding caches. I don't know how many countries she's up to now,
Yeah.
but they're having a really nice time as they, have a little bit of time on stopping in ports and then also in like earth caches and that sort of thing. So, I'm talking about how to dip them, and she just has the one, so she doesn't have to worry about that one. So that one's been around a bit. Can't wait to get it back. Cool. Anybody else have some trackable tips? What about travel bug hotels? Um, Anyone found some really cool ones that they like? Robert, go ahead.
Yeah, I own a trackable hotel. Those are pretty cool because you can drop trackables and pick up, and they can stay for a bit. I have a back in several years, maybe 23 or 24, they had a pirate themed geocaching hiding theme. I forget who was doing it, but I put out a pirates siren mermaid hotel and basically made it where it was in a tree. It's like a coffee can. And then people can come and exchange trackables and take trackables. And there's always unique trackables that show up and ones that leave. And it's always cool to see who visits and who leaves and everything. My other favorite thing is TB Hotels of America. They will wait for any geocache to be submitted as a recommendation for TB Hotels of America. And if you get 12 favorites on a geocaching travel bug hotel, they will give you a 5-bag budge of honor for your TB hotel, giving it 5 stars.
That's pretty cool. How long have you had your TB hotel?
Maybe about 3 years. I've only had to maybe clean it out a few times because some of the earwigs go in there, but not too badly. It's been doing well. The logs stayed intact and bugs have been traveling in and out. And usually when I go to a mega, I'll usually drop some in there so people can come and pick them up and exchange them out.
Okay. That reminds me, I need to check the TARDIS. I think somebody put some trackables in there last time it was found. That's the one in front of my warehouse. So yeah.
Nice. I've picked up a few Doctor Who TARDIS trackables as well. They're pretty cool to find out there.
They are, absolutely. Yeah. Tom, you've got your hand up.
Was it
Oh, did I
Bob?
miss one?
Yeah, I think Bob was first, actually.
Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
Bob was first.
It blends into your late there or something. Yeah. So be Bob and then Tom.
Hi.
Hey.
I don't remember if I showed you our trackable race that our Cashers Anonymous group, which by the way has the same initials as Cash Advance. So when we're out cashing with Lisa and JD, we sign it CA.
We're all covered.
Nancy had these printed. They're little mice or pack rats, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
And their
cute.
backpack is actually big enough they could live in. But she printed a bunch of these up to about 2 or 3 months ago. And they're in a trackable race. Although we don't know who's winning because Nancy's the one that's supposed to do the spreadsheet to keep track of all the points, and she hasn't done any of that yet. But you get points for miles, you get points for attending events, CETOs, you get points for each state they get visited, each country that gets visited, and things like that. And so it's neat how excited our group is about bringing these two events to have people discover them and take pictures. Oh yeah, you get picked points for taking a picture when you discover it and so forth. So and it's actually a container. It has the little threaded
Mhm.
thing in the bottom. So some of us thought about sending them out, letting go out in the wild. And then I thought, wait a second, this is going to get stolen. So I'm going to just keep it. And when the race is over, I'll make a little laminated copy of him and I'll take him and actually hide him somewhere.
There you go.
So that's kind of our little trackable race that we've got going on. So those are things you can do in your local meet and eat groups to encourage people. I mean, it's a trackable I had sitting around that basically wasn't doing anything. Travel tag. I probably have 50 of these somewhere around the house. Different ones from different things. You win them at an event or you get them in a package or something. So it's a good way to use them. And it's neat seeing when we go to other events outside our area and one of us is there, they're like, "Oh, you got to discover mine. You got to discover mine," because they're in a race, you know. "Oh, don't discover that one over there, you know. Discover this one, you know." So it's kind of fun. But yeah, I don't plan on dropping it anywhere until after the race is over because, as you I'm sure have discussed about how often our trackables go missing,
Mm.
and I think she paid
Yeah.
about $7 or $8 a piece for each of these. So Nancy's got probably $100 wrapped up in all of these trackables for our group. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I wanted to make sure that mine stayed. And people have dressed them up. One guy's got bumper stickers all over his. One guy made a sombrero and a whatever they wear, those little blanket thingies, poncho thingies that look like.
Mhm.
Kind of dressed his up as Speedy Gonzalez, you know. So we've done a lot of fun stuff with them, so it's kind of cool.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I
love that.
haven't heard of a race being conducted that way. I'm just more familiar with a group of people sends out at the same starting point
Yeah,
and need to get to uh
an endpoint.
yeah, and I was in one of those. I think it was the hippie van race. And
I was gonna talk about that one.
and is well done. It was tracked. There was an app for that. And mine got within like 200 miles of the destination in just days after the release. And I got this one,
Hmm.
and it never made it, and it never made it back. So,
That wasn't the hippie van one that we did. We organized. That was what I was going to talk about.
yeah, but somebody tracked it for us, I think.
Yeah, we had a spreadsheet for that. Yeah. So it was a cash crate race. We sent out little hippie vans, GW, Geo Woodstock or bust kind of fun thing. And we activated them before we sent them out. And
That's
then
right.
allowed the folks that received them to adopt them. And then the goal was to get to my booth at Woodstock, and that was the one in Denver, actually. And one made it. We had a winner. I don't
Yeah,
remember. It was a while ago. I don't remember who that was, but
it
it was
was
really cool.
Chris Rock.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, derp. Yeah, of course it was.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was a fun one to do it. It was a lot of work up front because we had to um, activate all of them, but we wanted them to be set up the same way and then adopted them all out. So I think we still have a few in inventory sitting around.
Well, I nabbed a bunch of them out of and put them in
Oh, okay.
my
Yeah,
inventory.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
So
I picked up one of your TB hippie vans as well, and it's right now traveling with me as well.
Oh, excellent. It's so much fun to see them still, around.
mhm.
And yeah, you and I did a TB race long ago.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was after we got engaged and they were supposed to make it back to us from Vegas to Spokane for the wedding, and neither one were seen again.
But it was fun because we put them in one of the Elvis chapels,
The wedding chapel.
wedding chapels,
That
had an
cache.
ammo can cache, and
Mhm.
that's where we left them. And the cache was funny because it had like a bride's dress around it.
Yeah, the skirt all around it. Yeah. It's when we can drive up and get married. But they had a pre-reserved bigger wedding happening, and so we couldn't go through the drive-through, but they let us come in a side door and do the cash. Like, oh, we're not getting married today. So I see we've got some more hands that have come up. So it's Tom, who has been patiently waiting, and then Melissa.
Yeah, I actually did that one at the drive-through in Las Vegas. No, it was a garter around the
Okay, that's right.
It was a
yeah,
garter. Yeah.
and but on Sunday to get my credit for my Blue Switch Day uh, uh, finder, why I went to a Travel Bug Hotel along the 97 south of Bend, and there was two containers actually there. Each of them had a logbook in it, put apart, and I signed them both. And there weren't any trackables in the cache, either one.
Mm.
So
So,
someone did a throwdown, it sounds like.
no, I think it was the same hider. I don't know what his thought was, but they were identical containers. So, so, so for the hider, why I got the 2025, 2026 hider and the Blue Switch Day hider for the same cache.
Yeah, excellent.
So I got three souvenirs this week. So, yep, that's it.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. Good work. Gotta pay more attention to those. Melissa, and then Scott.
Okay, so this is this is the cache my daughter and I got to today that has the marker for the Pennsylvania and Maryland on it.
Cool.
But back in January, we were at an event and one of the trackables said it wanted to go to Philadelphia. And I didn't register at the time. And my daughter was like, well, we're going to Philadelphia. So I was like, oh, yeah. So I grabbed it. And, I've been logging it, as I've been going around. But I made sure yesterday I had it in the bag to come here. And I actually went through all the ones I had. And I had 4 I specifically brought on this trip to try to leave over here. And the 2 caches we did today both got a trackable put in them. And we weren't actually in Philadelphia yet, so I didn't want to do the Philadelphia one. But so we're going to try to leave it tomorrow when we're out. And I have one other one that I'm hoping to leave when we're here. But I don't always do really well getting them dropped off. But if I have somebody else's trackable, I at least am logging it so it's getting miles.
There you go. Well, good.
And I try not to pick too many of them up because I know that it takes me a while to get them put back out. And so I do try to watch that and be conscientious and not take them unless I am going to be logging them at least so they're getting miles. I'm only once had someone say, hey, can you drop it somewhere? So most people do appreciate that they know it's still active in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that, it's nice to just see it at least is being active. And it's just so many caches aren't caches you want to leave a trackable in,
Anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking you might have a hard time finding a cache big enough in a big city like Philadelphia to leave that trackable. So good luck.
So the 2 we did today, they were small lock and locks, but the trackables I was leaving were fairly flat. So they weren't hard. That's the other thing. Trackables, if you've got a big trackable, it's hard. But if you have the smaller or at least the flat ones, it's a lot easier to leave them places. So those are my 2 cents.
Yeah, well, good work.
Yeah, so getting back to you 2 great adventures, says our truck, GeoBag, and GeoPup have trackable codes.
Excellent. Our rigs are all trackable too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Scott has his hand up.
So I think just two topics, and the one is hint for sending out trackables. I really appreciate it when they're small, and I really appreciate it when they have put a tag on it telling what the goal is. I know that nowadays it's easier to, have your phone check on it, but I don't know how many people actually do that. But that certainly makes it easy. Second topic is best trackable that I ever passed on. Somebody had put together a photo album, and the size of postcards. And what they asked is get a postcard of your city, put it into the album, and then I would and then hopefully it'll come back to Michigan. I got it when there were two more spaces available, contacted the person, and they lived where my family lives near Grand Rapids, and I was actually able to hand it to them to finish off its goal. So that was cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had one finish its goal. Although there was a trackable a while back, its goal was to meet me. And it did. So I didn't have anything to do with it other than to be available at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I've had
Oh, you're saying, oh, yeah, bye, Ms. Love. Yeah.
and so I've had a trackable of mine. I changed its mission when it was out there
Mhm.
to come back to me, and it did.
Mhm.
So that was about the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did one of my trackables. It was a miracle, completed a miracle. It came back from Germany.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Harold the helicopter
Okay.
to commemorate my helicopter ride.
Oh, yeah. Emergency medevac flight.
And then Robert has his hand up.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Robert.
I want to say that my two favorite trackables that I've picked up, and then one other thing, but my two favorite trackables that I've picked up, the first one that I liked that I picked up had a goal of visiting airports. So every time you visit either a large airport, a small airport, a regional airport, the cash owner would log that it visited that airport and that location and how many miles in between its last visit and everything. So that was really cool. The other one that I really liked was a cash owner in France. He had a trackable that every time you visited, took it to a town, he would list it like in Thornton, Colorado, it's in Broomfield, Colorado, it's in Boulder, and he would list every single town that it visited in every state. So I thought that was pretty cool to see all the adventure of that rather than looking through the entire log. And then the other one that I picked up that was cool was a hotel themed trackable. So for each time this trackable visited a hotel, the cash owner wanted the cash key for the room or the room key to be attached to the travel bug so he could have a collection of hotel keys for the travel bug. That was pretty cool. I have one coming back from Germany. It's right now in Steamboat Springs, so I'm just waiting till somebody can pick it up from Steamboat Springs here in Colorado and bring it just a little closer for me to retrieve. So we'll see if that one accomplishes it.
Oh my goodness. Wow. So that's one that you set out and then it's coming back to you. Yeah.
That's when I set out. It was a Earth Cache travel bug that I got with a Geocoin set back in the day when I first started caching. And I released it, and it went from here to the Czech Republic to Germany to Italy, and it's traveled back. It was stuck in New York for a little bit because the guy wanted to keep it, but I was like, no, you got to put it back out, dude. And he finally released it back out, and it's just made it to Steamboat Springs, so we'll see if it's be able to return back here.
Awesome. Yeah. Hopefully very soon.
Hopefully, we shall see. It's down by a river, so I don't know. We'll see if someone will be able to pick it up before maybe a large rush of water goes down the canyon.
Oh, yeah. I want that.
So I posted a travel bug hotel from Great Adventures on YouTube, and I forgot to put a space between YT and GC. So now we'll never know how to get there.
Oh, wonder.
And but saying it's a Star Trek theme hotel,
Ah,
and the best we've ever found, and it's only a few minutes from us.
oh, what fun. I love
Yeah.
that.
And we were talking about our rigs being trackable.
Mhm.
When I very first started, I was a couple months into it, and um, I didn't have very many caches, but I wanted a way to track where I've been.
Mhm.
So I bought one from her, um, released it in February of 2008, backlogged the caches I'd found up until then,
Hmm.
and then it just became part of my routine. And then it's easy nowadays with the phone. I have it set up whenever I log a cache, it will visit this travel bug.
Mhm.
And so I looked at it, and uh it was almost a palindrome, 243,345 miles
Oh.
on it, which is coincidentally about the same mileage my car has. So,
Oh, very
yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I used to use mine to track my business mileage because I was only ever driving, working full time and geocaching. Um, Working full time in my business, anywhere I drove was literally, caching. And I could definitely use it to track my business mileage from, drop it in at my home or my warehouse and then, drop it in at the destination. That was back in the day when I was going more regionally to lots of different events and working with them. And I was just going to put it here. TZ. Hang on a second here. So that one's been around for a while too. You're free to discover that one um, as well. That way back in the day. I don't remember when I started making those travel bugs, the '06 or '07. We were the supplier to HQ for all of the vehicle travel bugs. And well, I have stories to tell about that, but I won't bore you all with those. That was back in the day that they would send us travel bugs, and we had to type them in to spreadsheet, transcribe all of them, and then with our partner that did all the vinyl cutting and magnets and all of that, and then we had to match them back up when we got the products back in. So it's a giant game of concentration and package them together and then send them to HQ or any of our other wholesalers that purchase them from us. And it was so nice when they finally changed it to where for a while it was just a copy tag that had no code on it. And then they just did away with tags altogether and just the decal was good enough. So it's interesting watching the change of that and help evolve and test the different systems through HQ. So the manufacturing process and the whole process became easier and not nearly as cumbersome or affordable. And then back in early days when people were just starting to put them on their vehicle, nobody really understood how to do that and how it worked and such. So I allowed people to discover my own. And then Groundspeak went, no, you can't. And then they lightened up on that. And so now virtual findings is fine. So that particular one on my vehicle has been found a lot. And I think I finally have it fixed to where people didn't understand about the people trying to grab it. But now we have collections and such that works better. Robert, what were you going to say?
I just wanted to say about your Advent box this last season. You released some Geocoins in it, and I want to say it's become real popular with the Geocoin collectors of geocaching because they're all trying to collect every single one of them in order
Mhm.
to add up to their collection to have it complete. So it's a real popular around the world theme that's been popping around. So a lot of people have been looking for the Ireland one.
And we have them and we have some extras. So yeah, one person has reached out to me directly and connected with them. So yeah, I'm gonna probably find all the ones that I have and we can sell them. So
My other question is, what is your favorite geocoin behind you? What's your absolute most precious?
oh my goodness.
Want that one?
Probably, I would agree. Yeah, the Tri-Cities. Aren't any codes on this one, are there? No.
Wow.
Yeah, the codes are on the little treasure.
Yeah, and the back of it, as you can see, it's pretty good size. And then all of these pieces come off.
And they have the codes on them. So
Yeah, and the code's on the flip side.
so this coin comes with 4 codes.
Yeah, so there's 4 trackable codes on this one. This was a Chris Mackey design, and it was for the Tri-Cities Geocoin Challenge. So each city that you completed on their passport, you received the different colored um, little piece that attaches on here. And then the final piece is the final coin. And it's hefty too. It feels like this one's brass.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites too. I love them all. It's hard to say. Some are pretty cool. I like the Queen Mary one as well. These we did for Coin Fest when it was on the Queen Mary. And this part spins this little bit here. And this was for the volunteers. So you're a lifesaver.
God, I think we did 7 different versions of that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different versions. Yeah, all different colors. And it's 3-dimensional. So, I mean, it's actually rounded. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, we've done a lot of really different ones, different shaped ones as well. Like some of the ones that you've seen here, the Pi Day ones, that's a 2-piece coin. Those were so popular, the first ones. Of course, that was the epic Pi Day, 31415. So yeah, that when you were talking about the around the world ones, that was part of the Advent box. Again, that was working with Chris Mackey, and everybody that received the Advent box and is a Cash Crate member with the add-on trackable, they have the complete set. My people I set up for success to get the whole sets. So that was what we like to do and bundle it all together. So everyone that is in on the fun can complete their set. And then we always order some extra because I have to order so far ahead. I never know exactly how many I'm going to have. And so I do have a few extras. So maybe it's time to pull those out.
Do we have a whale tail there?
I
don't think so.
I have one at the warehouse.
Okay. That was another one. It was a
Cool. Yeah.
cash can. It wasn't a coin, but it was part of a set. And for some reason, that one became super popular. And people, we were scrounging in the deep dark corners of the shop to find one or two so people could finish their collection.
And that was a series that we released in the Cash Crates leading up to CoinFest, I believe, in partnership, with the Seattle folks.
Oh, yeah.
And this year we also have a series of 6 coins that we're releasing through the Cash Crates. Everybody that's active in the Cash Crates gets the silver version, and those that have the add-on trackable get the gold version. And so those will be released throughout the year, and each of the 6 pieces will build a cube. So that one's going to be a fun one.
That's the one JNLA is talking about.
Yeah, here's another Tri-Cities coin that we designed for the Tri-Cities Geocoin Challenge.
And so the rings are trackable.
Each of the rings. They kind of move. There we go. And get them all together like that. And this one came in pieces. There are 27 pieces to this one, and we had to assemble them. So that was how they had to be shipped to us from our mint.
We assembled the atom,
Yeah,
and then the cashers assembled the rest of it.
yeah. We
And
could add them together. Yeah.
yeah, so this part here screws into the base.
Yeah.
And the fun fact about this one is this arch here was based off our banana holder.
Yeah.
You know, you get those banana holders, keep them off the counter.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how do we suspend this? What's going to make sense? And we were in our kitchen, and I looked over and went, that's it. So that's how that one came together. And then it's got all the information about the Tri-Cities on the base.
Yep.
And oh yeah, this one's a sample, so it doesn't have a coat on it. And then etched on the bottom.
So yeah, that one would have been my favorite, except for all the assembly.
Yeah, that one was a lot of work. And I really appreciate a lot of our local folks that came and help us put them together. And we got a lot of them done. And then we had to finish on site during the day, the volunteers down in the Tri-Cities. Because it's a big day of caching. You know, everybody comes together in the morning at 9 o'clock. All the cache is published and they all race out there. And then you don't see anybody for 5-6 hours. So that gave us time to finish putting the rest of them together. Oh, I think this is one of my other favorite ones too.
Yeah. That's Tri-Cities.
And this is also Tri-Cities. And it has 4 rings that sit on this base piece. There's little notches inside. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. And each of the rings go in here. So
Yeah,
they
actually
represent
come
the city.
apart. Yeah.
Yeah. They come out. This one's in there really tight because it's a display one. But the little rings come out. And then you get coordinates at the end when you're all done where you're supposed to stand, and you line up and you look through this, and it has little holes on there. It lines up with landmarks on a bridge. And then the last middle hole points you where the cache is, the bonus cache. And then you walk a little ways. It wasn't very far to walk, like not even a city block. Because you're looking right at it. And that's how you found the bonus cache. Oh, they all have bonus caches worked in with them too. So there's just so many things that go together to do this. And yeah, it was a really fun partnership. Such creative people.
So Scott's absolutely right. Chris Mackey really had a hard time wrapping his head around the 4 Tri-Cities.
Yeah.
He couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's actually 5 entities.
it's 5 entities total.
Yeah.
But
West Richland added in, and then Visit Tri-Cities also is a part of their team.
so it's funny story now about this one is we got the shipment 2 weeks early, which is about what we want to do, especially for that event. And then Tri-Cities is a hour and a half drive, maybe 2 hours.
2.5, I think.
And
yeah.
so we call them up and say, hey, they're here, and yeah, come bring them down. We want to see if they work.
Yeah, we weren't sure they actually worked.
So we take the trip, and we're about halfway there. And I turned around and said, what do we do if they don't work? There's no time to make corrections.
Bunch of IOUs.
Yeah. But they worked. It lined up perfectly when you're in the right spot, looking through, and it's quite amazing.
Yeah. And they gave us all those all the details on how to line everything up. We didn't do it. So we weren't able to beta test it. They worked. Yeah. Oh, and they're all different metal finishes too. Yeah, if you guys can see all that. But
I want to say that's what happened at Geocoin Fest in Long Beach aboard the Queen Mary. Is the main coins with the ship didn't quite meet the expectations the event's hosts liked. So we got a whole new shipment of fresh coins direct to our addresses from that event.
yeah, like 2 years later, right?
Yeah.
In some ways, they say we're
Scott's showing it off.
the Queen Mary is haunted,
Yeah.
right? And I think
Yeah.
so was that event,
Mhm.
coin wise, for getting their coins in and distributed to people.
Yeah.
I mean, we had one version of our,
Mhm.
only half of them showed up, and
Well, the rest came
Yeah.
the day of the event.
Oh,
And yeah, they came the day of the event. FedEx had them, but they couldn't get them to us. Or we rerouted. I'm trying to remember the details. We had our friend who works for FedEx,
yeah,
um, way up in management. That's a geocacher, and he was at the event, and he was able to reroute it and get them delivered. So we had what we needed. But yeah, that one, I guess that's a two-part piece to that ship, the
Yeah.
Queen Mary one, and
Yep.
the two just didn't work together. So the big thing, if you're making a special trackable, we really recommend sampling. Get samples first so you see everything fits and works if it's a complicated piece like this. And then if everything is good, then you go to production. But that adds an extra 2 months,
yeah.
really, especially if there's going to be changes, could be even more. So, but a lot of more simple coins that are just one piece. If the artwork it looks spot on, it's going to be good.
Too bad Annette's not here because
Mhm.
I could, well, not throw under the bus, but we did a coin for one of her,
Mhm. Geotour.
it is a geo tour, yeah.
Mhm.
If Auburn,
I
right?
think it was Auburn one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she contacts us and says, "Oh, I've been meaning to do this, but we need to get a geocoin for our tour." Yeah, no problem. What do you want? And I think it was a triangle one, right?
It was the diamond shape
Yeah,
one.
and
Mhm.
okay, man, when do you want this? Oh, next month. What?
It was Renton. It's this one right here. Yeah, it's this one right here.
And
And she wanted it in less than a month. And it's a geocoin. But we did it. And she
Yeah.
didn't have artwork either, so we had to help with that. But
The best thing to make a geocoin is that you can, if you make your own geocoin, you can take it in exchange with Mountain Bike 10 and get one of his coins. So that's always a great thing when you do that.
for sure,
Yeah.
one of mountain bikes coins. Yeah, that's another one I do covet. I have one of his coins as well. I'm not going to show the number, but I do have one of his coins
In the collection.
in my personal collection. It was gifted to me from a cashier that had passed away, and his daughter was dispersing his collection, and I helped her with that 'cause didn't know anything about them, and she found out and she gifted me this, so that was really really nice. But yeah, the about the Geotour ones, the other reason that we were able to manufacture this one so quickly is they all have a common back, and our factory holds this mold for us. So half of the coin is done already. So we just have to do the other half.
And I think this was the first one to do the back though.
Oh yes, Auburn, Kent, Renton, Maple Valley,
Yeah.
Port of Seattle. Yeah.
So we hadn't made the back yet.
Was this our first one?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Could have, okay.
Anyhow,
Yeah.
it's like 7:08. Now
It
we
is.
just showing off.
We are doing
Yeah.
show and tell, thank you. Yeah, so you got some fun trackables there to collect. Y'all got my arm, and feel free to do my car as well. Not the axolotl, because that one's out and about actually having some travels. But I'll show you what it looks like. They're pretty cute. Little axolotls. They're one of our newest cashkins. This one's a sample. Well, thanks, guys. A note for our next Mappy Hour, it's going to be Geo Woodstock weekend. It's that Friday in 2 weeks. So we'll be down in Kansas. Not exactly sure where
Yeah.
at the time of the event. I need to look at the scheduling and figure all of that out if we're going to be able to even host it. So hopefully we can. If not, maybe we can push it back a week or so. Excuse me. It's allergy season here. All of spring I'm allergic to. So stay tuned. We'll get word out about that for in 2 weeks. I can't believe it's already 2 weeks just to Woodstock. It feels weird. Normally I'm packing and preparing and all this stuff, but we are sponsoring, but don't have to take anything extra with us. And I see Miss Molly. Good to see Molly. Got check. Hey. Elo is up sleeping. He just got one of his arthritic injections yesterday, so he can get around a little easier, but it makes him sleepy. So I can't say same cash time, same cash channel. We hope so. But stay tuned. I'll keep you all apprised via emails to what we're doing in any socials. And thanks, those great stories. Love seeing y'all, and look forward to seeing some of you in person soon, I hope. Take care.